All right, everybody, this is Adam Houston with the Salisbury Post. I'm here with North Rowan's Jake Pritchard. Jake, crazy game kind of last year, Statesville, or North Rowan at Statesville. You made a key play there down at the end. Can you take me through it a little bit?
Yeah, we were down by 7 points at that point, and they had making a drive down the field. They were on our goal line and just stopped them right there, forced a fumble, and our team picked us up and scored a game-saving touchdown.
What did that win mean for you guys going into the rest of the season?
Well, we knew that it was going to be a good season based on went 2-0 for the first time in like 8 years, and then just kept going on. That was probably the hardest game of the year up to that point. So winning that game was had a lot of meaning to us.
And what do you expect Friday night when the Greyhounds come into the Cavaliers' home?
I expect it to be a very fast and physical game, and hopefully we'll pull out.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jake.
Thank you.
All right, Jarik, big game for you guys tomorrow night. Statesville's coming to North Rowan's house. What do you expect out of Friday's game?
I expect a W, first of all.
Now, last year's was a pretty exciting game. Can you kind of take me through the Cavaliers' final minutes of that win?
Well, they was about to score, and Jake Pritchard poked out a fumble, and Kenyon Tatum ran it back for about 20 yards, got to the 40, and we were just moving the ball down the field, and with like 10 seconds left, I just dropped back, saw a hole, and I just took off, and that was the game right there.
It was a wild finish, though. Back and forth. What were you guys feeling on the sidelines as Statesville was driving down in those closing minutes?
Like, man, we got to do something fast and right now, ASAP. Like, for real. Or we might lose this game.
Okay. In terms of the season, how big was that? Was that a big win for you guys?
That's one of the biggest games I done played in since like the West Rowan game my sophomore year. But yeah, that's a pretty big game for me.
Okay. And just what do you expect out of the crowd here tomorrow night?
I'm gonna make sure the crowd is on their feet, jumping, clapping, cheering for us BGN players. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jarik. Coach Nixon, last year's game at Statesville was kind of wild. Can you take me through what you guys were going through on those last few minutes?
It was a roller coaster of emotion. Statesville jumped out on us 14-0 in the first quarter. We battled back, never got the lead, but we got within striking distance. We tied it up in the fourth quarter, and then they drive down the field, and we forced a fumble. We got a break there because they were going in for a touchdown. And then we had some kids make some individual plays, and we stole one out of the Hound Hollow last year.
That was a big win for you guys. You were 2-0 at that point, but you had beaten teams. But that one still counts as a huge win going forward. Do you think it propelled you to the season that you had last year?
It was a big stepping stone for our program. Our guys are pretty even keel. We take it one game at a time like everybody says they do, but obviously it was a huge game for us. It built us some momentum, and we'd faced some adversity in that game, so that was good to see.
All right. And what about Jarik's performance? Because your quarterback, Alexis, had been hurt, recently, and that was his first game getting a start. How did he perform that night in quarterbacking and running?
He did well. He made some throws when we needed him to make throws. He did good with his legs, obviously. That's what Jarik does best. He found a way to win the game for us at the end of the game.
And what about Jake Pritchard getting the ball loose as they were driving down inside their 10?
With our defense, we try to create turnovers. We want to get 11 hats to the ball. We want to, get around the football and try to get it out. And that was a huge play for us because I think it was first and goal from the 6 or 3, something like that. So we needed a turnover in the worst way.
All right. And what do you expect out of Friday's game when the Greyhounds come over here?
I expect a big-time game. It's got to be one of the top games in the state, I would think. I imagine it's going to be a packed house over here. It's going to be a big-time game. Be a lot of speed on the field, a lot of very good football players, 2 well-coached teams, and two programs that won a lot, and it'll be a good matchup.